Bible. Because you know what? I'm going to have me some goddamn heathen slaves. Thus is the word of the Lord. That's the word of the Lord. And if you don't like it, then you can be the least on the earth with them. And you probably will if you don't want to get back in. You see a problem with it. That probably will be your fate. What you got to say, brother?
Let me tell you something. Anybody that don't want to see black people stand up and love each other, you a traitor to your own race. Let me tell you what we doing. We doing something our grandparents cannot do. You know why? Because our grandparents were hung on trees by these people. And let me tell you something. This white man knows that what he's done and his ancestors have done was evil. You know what? You don't know it. You can look at this white man and see him kiss our boots and you get offended, it's because you a traitor to your own brothers. Let me tell you something. If we was to leave, we from the hood. Where you from? You ain't from down here. That's why you don't see us in the hood. We giving food to the hump. We give food every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Go ask about us in Tent City. Go ask about us in Tent City. Listen, we feed blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans every goddamn week. Every week. And guess what? We've been out here giving food, clothes, and shelter to our people since we've been out here. Ask these people on the streets. If you've been out here for longer than a week, you know about the I.S.U.P.K. When they shut down for Hurricane Harvey, we was the ones out here giving food to our people, giving clothes to our people. Broke black men from the hood was the first men on the line when Joe Osteen had his big-ass church shut down. And you want to get mad at us because your oppressor knows that he's the enemy and he knows that what his ancestors did was wrong? Guess what? You gonna die with him. When our king returns, you going into captivity with him because you love him so much. Give me the book of Isaiah 13. I'm going to show it to you in the Bible. These people don't understand that this is how the kingdom of heaven has to get set up. The only way for the kingdom of heaven to get set up is for us to build it brick by brick. And it takes for white men to know that they're losing power to show you that this is the Lord doing it. The whole purpose for Abukis was to show you the Lord's authority. That's what he's doing. Read that. 13 and 14. Read 15. Read 15.
This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 13, verse 15. Everyone that is found shall be thrust through, and everyone that is joined to them,
everyone that is what?
joined unto them,
Everyone that is what?
joined unto them, shall fall by the sword.
If you join hands with the white man, when Christ come back, you gonna what?
Fall by the sword.
If you out here fighting for white people and black people to come together and love each other, when Christ come back, you gonna what?
Fall by the sword.
We're not speaking our own words. We are speaking the Lord's words. And you want to join hands with the enemy, then guess what? The Lord is going to put a sword through you. Because that's what you deserve. You working so hard to die, then don't worry about living. You working so hard to join with oppression. Let me tell you something. When your grandfather was kissing boots, there wasn't no white man pulling them up saying, this is some bullshit.
Damn right.
When your grandfather was being hanged on a tree, there was no white man that stood in between them and said, don't hang him on a tree.
Right.
Guess what? You know why you do it? Because you have Stockholm Syndrome.
Right.
You have some type of compassion for your captor. Right. That's what it is. You are sick. You need medicine. And this is the medicine right here. You gotta get shocked out of this condition that we in. And the only shock that the Lord wants you to see, he wants you to see a white man bow before niggas and kiss their boots.
Right.
The slave master is kissing the boots of the slaves. And you mean to tell me that ain't the Lord? Give me the book of Revelations 3. Give me the book of Revelation. What's that, 3 and 9? Let me show you something, man. These people out here that's walking this earth, that's claiming to be you, that's identity theft. The white man is saying that he's a Jew, and that's identity theft. All white people are the same. No matter if you from Russia, you from Germany, you from wherever you at, you still a white man. A white man is a white man is a white man. That's what it is. Now read this.
This is the book of Revelation, chapter 3, verse 9. Behold, I will make them of the synagogue of Satan, which say they are the Jews, and are not, but do lie.
These white men that's walking up these streets talking about they the Jews that own the Diamond District, saying that they the Jews that own BT and own the music and own the malls and the corner stores and own every goddamn thing on this earth. They are not the Jews. They are liars. Thus said the Lord. Keep reading.
Come. Behold, I will make them to come and worship before thy feet.
He will make you what?
Worship before thy feet.
He said, listen, our king said he's going to come and make them worship before our feet. Now, why did our king say he's going to make the white man worship before our feet? Why?
And to know that I have loved thee.
No, that he loves everybody.
I have loved thee.
You know why that white man came over here to kiss our boots? So that you can know that the Lord loves you. That's why he did it. See, you looked at yourself for so long and thought that you were a nobody. You come from slaves. You don't come from a prominent people. The Lord right now is showing you that you are my children. I love you so much, I will make your master come and kiss your boot. Now, what's wrong with that? If you got a problem with that, you the problem. If we was leaving right now with Harry Tubman in the, what was it, the Underground Railroad, you would have snitched.
Right.
You would have been the snitch that would have stopped us under the Underground Railroad. Right. And you know what? Harriet Tubman said, I could have freed a lot of more slaves if they knew they were slaves. Right. The problem is, you don't know you a slave. Right. You know why? Because you fight for America. You fight for captivity. I bet you was in the army, wasn't you? I bet you was in the military. You know what? You were, wasn't you? I know you were. Because you see him more as a brother than you see us. Right. He's your brother, not us. Right. You understand? And that's the problem. The problem is you don't see us as family. You associate family with organizations. What are you? Oh, we police? Well, Blue Lives Matter. So this is my brother. This man standing over me with this blue uniform on, he my brother. Not the black man out here I'm shooting. Oh, you are army the army? Hoorah. Well, guess what? Army lives matter. But guess what? You know what? Your skin is first. That's the first uniform you get placed in. Your skin is the first uniform you placed in. And the Lord told you what team you was on by your skin. And you throwing the ball to the other team. That's what you're doing. You out here playing basketball, you got on a Rockets jersey, but you passing the ball to the Cavaliers. You know why? Because the white man taught you to love him over your own people. And that's what you're doing. You've been in Israel fighting them to keep you out of it. That's what you're doing. Listen, let me tell you something. Israel is our home. I don't want to go there. I don't want to see my homeland with gay pride parties. I don't want to see my homeland look like a desert. Do you know what? Jerusalem used to be a paradise. It used to be a paradise. But you know why it's not? Because the white man has sucked all the oil out the ground. So the tectonic plates didn't shift because they sucked all the oil out the ground. Right. They done destroyed the earth. And that's why the Lord said, when the righteous bear rule, the people rejoice. But when the wicked bear rule, the people mourn. And blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, you are in mourning because you are under bad leadership. You are under wicked rulers. And you came over here because you were mad that a white man kissed our boots. Because you are magna cum laude. You are kuna matata. You hate your people. You can't stand to see a black man have supremacy. Let me tell you something. Black people cannot be racist because you have to love people to be racist. We hate each other too much to be racist. We can't be racist because we don't love each other enough. Black people can't be racist. Listen, if you're a pianist, you know what that means? You're proficient in playing the piano. If you're a violinist, that means you're proficient in playing the violin. Well, if you're a racist, you're proficient in your race. Let me ask you something. If I ask a black man, what's his color right now, I'm going to get 10 different answers. He going to be black, he going to be African American, he going to be a Christian, he going to be everything but who the Lord say he is. We can't be proficient in anything that got to do with race, because anytime you start wanting to talk about it, they say, we don't want to talk about it. They start bringing critical race theory up to the table so we can talk about racism. You know what they said? No, we're not going to talk about it. Let's ban it. Because talking about racism means we have to own up to what we've done. And white people do not want to own up to being the devil. You know what? They love being God. They love being the representation in the church at the picture of Caesar Borgia. They don't ever go back and say, Jesus was a black man, let's change the color to black. They don't ever own up to the evil they do. But they do own up to the rewards and the pats on the back. They own up to being a great nation. They own up to being rich. They own up to being the things that you say they are. But they won't ever own up to being the goddamn devil the Bible speaks of. And that's why Christ got to come back and put you in chains. Because you will never take it upon yourself to say, I was wrong. I'm sorry. You'll never stand up and do that.
Right.
What you? I don't know what you're saying. You say what? Your daddy black? Okay, well guess what? See, you my sister's mama. You my sister, and let me tell you something about you being my sister. Because you my sister, I will give you anything I got over here. Anything I see. See, what you don't understand is this is not about skin tone. This is about family. That's what this is about. This is about blood. We blood out here. Blacks, Hispanics, Native Americans, we blood. And blood thicker than water. And the white man, that's water. And it's murky water too. It's Flint, Michigan water. That's what the white man is. And you drinking it. And you love that murky water that the white man then gave you. You love loving him when he hates you. What have you done to make a white man hate you? What slavery have we put white people in? When have we hung them on trees? When have we burned crosses in their yard? When have we done anything for them to hate us? They have a perpetual hatred for us. And you mad because a white man wanted to kiss our boot? Let me tell you, you're the problem. You're the problem. You holding black freedom up. You holding up the liberty that we trying to get. Because you fighting to keep us in bondage. You fighting to keep us under the white man's boot. Because you are a slave. Somebody look up Stockholm Syndrome. Look that up for me real quick. Now I'm preaching love for black people. That's what I'm preaching. If you telling me to love you, you preaching hate for black people. Because loving you has never benefited a black man. It ain't never done nothing for us, but got us raped, robbed, murdered, our cultures taken from us, our land taken from us, everything taken from us. Read this.
This is the Google definition of Stockholm Syndrome. Feeling of trust or affection in many cases of kidnapping.
Of what?
Of kidnapping.
Now let's stop right there. How do you feel trust to the person that kidnapped you? Somebody steal you from your home, somebody steal you from your family, give you a new name, a new land, a new identity, and then some type of sick way you start trusting them? Damn. You sick. You ill if you try to love these people that stole you. Keep reading.
Okay. Or hostage.
Or what? A kidnapping or a hostage. You know what that means? That means they not even giving you good food. That means they got you in bondage while you are in their custody. That's what a hostage is. Not only have you been taken from your home, but you are in bondage away from your home. Keep reading.
Taken by a victim toward a captor.
Taken by a who?
A victim toward a captor.
We are the only people required to love white people after what they've done to us.
That's right.
Let me tell you something. When the Germans and the Jews had a war, what they do? They gave the Germans their own land and the Jewish man their own land. Right. They gave the Germans reparations. Guess what? Every time a people is destroyed by another people, they give those people a reward for the trials they went through. What have they given you? Section 8? Food stamps? Is that what you worth? You getting crumbs in this hell, and you mad at us because we want to see black people rise up over them? What in the hell is wrong with you? You the problem. You the problem. And we come out here because we the solution. We gonna let you know, we gonna let the white man know to his face that he is the goddamn devil the Bible speaks of. You don't have to look no further. You don't gotta look under the ground. You don't gotta look for no spirit. The white man is the devil. That's who the devil is. Have no fear because real niggas is here.